everybody. This is Melanie. Welcome back to Crafting Chaos with Melanie. How's everybody doing today? I am doing fantastic. Very excited. Today is September 30th, or the video is going up September 30th. And I have to say, I can't believe that we did this. And I say we, me and my husband. He is just as much a part of this as I am. He has worked so hard behind the scenes, and our poor daughter has had to listen to us, But anyway, today what we're going to do, we're going to finish up this book, and I'm going to give you information on a channel update and the upload schedules, and also the giveaway information. Okay. Now, what we did yesterday is we took some paper bags. Well, before that, the paper collection that I used was Welcome Fall by Carta Bella. I had two paper collections, so this one I didn't have to cut into, so that's good. And then on yesterday's video, I showed you how to take 4 paper bags. We folded those paper bags in half. We folded them in half. We took 4 of them, right? We punched 3 holes in them. I am using the larger binder clips, so I would say these are the 1.5 inch, I think. These are the ones from Dollar Tree. And that's how we put it together. Now, I did go ahead and mat all my pages. So I'm going to tell you really quick how to do that, because there is a secret to that. And I rushed through it, and then I realized in retrospect what I did, so I had to back up. What I recommend is you take each paper bag, each signature that you already have hole punched, right? Then you do all your paper on it. So do your front page. And what I did is a mat. So I did a paper, I did the Mirror Gold cardstock, and I got this from Celebration Warehouse. Let's see here, I have some right here. I matted everything in this. It's gorgeous, and I cut this at 6 by 6, okay? So put your 6 by 6 piece of cardstock on here, or whatever paper you want if you're matting it. And then I cut pattern paper from the collection down to 5.5 by 5.5, and I did 5.5 on the inside because of the holes. I'll show you some mistakes I made, and the reason I made those mistakes was because I rushed. I glued everything down, then I had to go back and try to find the holes. I had a whole mess, y'all. I'm so glad I didn't record it. So you do the front page. You're going to flip it over, make your little circles where your holes were at, punch it out, then move to the inside page, and do that on each page. It takes you a minute, but it's worth it. If anything, any advice I can give you about this book is to please do that first. Mat each page, punch your hole in that section, and then move on. It's totally worth it. It's totally worth it, okay? So what I did is went through and I matted everything, okay? The front and the back is a 6 by 6 piece of cardstock, the mirror, and then I did 5 3/4 by 5 3/4 on the front and the back, okay? When you go to the inside, I went shorter because I had glued these down first, and I had to take everything up, guys. I had a mess, so don't do that first. Do each signature first. So do this page, punch your hole, open it, do this page, punch your hole, yada, yada, yada. Well, what I found is if I went 5 3/4, which you could do that, but it took half the hole, and when I punched it, I just didn't like what it looked like. Let's see. I think I left one to show you. No, I guess I didn't. Okay. So I went through and I did that, okay? So we have all that. Then for our pockets, I went through and I cut a 4 inch by 5 inch tag. You could go bigger. You have a lot of real estate in these pockets. You could put memorabilia in these pockets. There's a lot you could do with these pockets, okay? But I cut out 4, and how I did it is I cut a 4 by 5 inch. I used my We Are Memory Keepers angle punch, and I punched it and made it look like a tag. Okay, so that's how I did those. And then I just took ribbon And I alternated the ribbon and alternated these from the left to the right. And you can see that. So I have an orange, a yellow, an orange, a yellow. Okay. So that's in there for you to do whatever you would like with that. So me, I'll probably do writing, put some stuff in there, yada, yada, yada. So what we're going to do on screen today, I'm going to decorate the front cover, the back cover, and then I'm going to do one page. I'm going to show you how I do one page. And I've got my little picture here. Now, I have decided with this book, I'm just going to go back through the years and find all my fall pictures that I love and put in this book. Pictures that bring me joy. And I'm going to have this in my scrapbook room with my other books that I have on my shelf that I can just pull out. And this book is just for me. It's just 100% for me. So it's not going to be in any kind of chronological order. It's just going to be a Mod Podge of all my fall memories with my family, with my friends that I love. And I love this picture. That's my mom, and that's Brandon. And he was probably 11 or 12 in this picture. So this was many, many years ago. He's 25 now. So we're going to do that. All right. So what I did for the front counter. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry. I feel I'm at work right now. Before we move on to that, what I did on the sides is I took an array of ribbon and I just put ribbon all the way around it. Look how pretty that is. And all I did was just pull out the fall ribbon I have. Now, I do have a collection of fall ribbon because I'm a pack rat and, you know, it is what it is. But I used what was in my stash. Okay, this book is totally with things that I have in my stash. All right. So for the fall, or for the front cover, what I have done is on the cut apart sheet, I cut this out, Hello Fall, and I matted it with the mirror cardstock. And we are going to put this here. And I'm going to actually put this, no, I'm not. I'm going to leave that flat. And then there's a sheet of paper in this collection that I just had to cut up. Now, people call it fussy cutting. I call it frustrating cutting most of the time. However, this paper itself is so easy to cut because the images are so big. I didn't have any issues with cutting this. I had to stop myself because I wanted to get the video going. So I didn't finish cutting everything, but I'm going to. That's how I'm going to decorate this. I'm actually using this and didn't even pull in the stickers yet. So, all right, so we're going to be doing that. So I think a beautiful, beautiful front cover of a mini album is important. I think that front cover just sets the stage for what you're going to see on the inside. I love this. This is a piece, this would be a conversation piece. Put this out on your coffee table, and I guarantee anybody that comes over will pick it up. All right. And it's all from the front cover. It intrigues them. You know, what is this? So I always make sure my front covers on a mini album is pretty. I elevate it. So what I did is I just cut that out and mirrored it with cardstock, or did the mirror cardstock as the mat. And now I have all these images that we cut. All right, I cut all these images out. So we're going to bring these images over and we're going to build. All right, I know I want this probably right here. And I'm going to tie this. I'm going to have this exactly the way it's going to be setting out. So I want to tie this ribbon. That ribbon wound up being so pretty. And the reason I did a closure on this one, because this is a bigger one, it's going to be thick, and I wanted it to close. You don't have to do that. If that's something that you don't want, you don't have to do it, but I like doing it. All right, so we're going to put that there. And now we're going to start building. All I'm going to do is pull in some of these images and see which one I like as the focal point. Which is the biggest? I like that one. I like that one. I think that one will blend too much in, so we're going to go with this one. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to glue this down, okay? Now, I'm going to make it a pocket. I'm going to make this a pocket. So I'm just going to glue using my Sweet Petunia glue press. And I'm going to make it a little shorter. And I'm going to leave this middle part open, okay? And I'm going to put this right on the cover. All right, we're going to give this a good press. Let me get my bone folder here. We're going to give this a good press. All right. All right, we got that down. And now we are going to use foam adhesive, and I'm just going to get my little Dollar Tree foam adhesive strips that I have, and we are going to pop this image up. Now I will tell you, these right here, they are so sticky. That's why I love these so much, is because the stick is so good. And because this is on the front cover, I'm using several of these because I don't want this to go anywhere. I don't want it to get, you know, in the middle, go down. We got a few little pieces on the edge there, so I'm going to cut some thinner, little thin strips. See how, oh, that sticks so good. These are so sticky. I love them. Let's see. I want to go here. All right. And then we're going to go over here. I just want to make sure that this is going to set up. It's going to stand the test of time. Okay. All right. I'm just taking all these little backers off really quick. And we're just going to put this there. Wow, I love it. Now we're going to build. Let's see. I think that's too big. I like that one. I like that. And then I like the pumpkin. The pumpkin to me blends. I don't want to use that pumpkin. Let's see here. No. There. Look, and just like that, we have a front cover. That's it. That's all I'm doing. The only thing is, when you glue these down, make sure they're glued down. You don't want to skimp on the front cover. Whenever you're building a mini album, it's exposed, right? So you want to make sure the elements on that front cover are going to stand the test of time. And the fingers. Let's see. How did I do this? Yes. Look at that, how pretty. Oh, that's so pretty. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So now, and I always get what you want, the elements, the paper. Always pull that out for your front cover. Whether you do the front cover first, make sure you pull out from that paper pack the paper and the images that you think you want to use on your front cover, okay? That way you don't make a mistake and use it, because that happens. Okay, so now I made that a little pocket, right? And I'm going to put a tag there, but this tag is too tall, so I'm just going to shorten this tag. Now I'm going to make it about 4 inches, right? And I'm going to go ahead and shorten this. Actually, let's just make a new one. Let's just make a new one. Let's do 3.5 by 4.5. Let's see what we got here. Still too big. So let's do 3 by 3.5. That should be perfect. Okay. And I'm just going to take my little angle. We are Memory Keepers angle. And I'm going to angle that. And guys, the sky's the limit here. The sky is the limit on what you do. You can do less. You can do more. You can just keep adding and adding and adding. You could put a photo here. Whatever you want to do. I love that. And I'm going to use a little bit of ribbon. So let's see what I got here. I got a lot of ribbon to the side here. And I think I'm going to pull in this orange that I've been using. I really like this ribbon. Guys, I got this at Hobby Lobby. This is Hobby Lobby ribbon. And last year, I got it on clearance. And I got every roll they had, which I think only was like 3 or 4. And I've already used so much. I love this. You can't beat this ribbon, especially this color. Look at that color. It's gorgeous. All right. Now this is where You could pull in the sticker sheet if you want. I haven't used any stickers. I don't even know if I have the sticker sheet out. I do. I've used some of these on other projects. Autumn leaves, pumpkin please, fun fall activity. I give thanks every day. Oh, these are so pretty. So I am going to put a little sticker on this. I just don't know what I want. I think fall is my favorite. No, let's do just a little. Look. And then just stick that in there. And then you can do whatever you want with that. Look how pretty that is. Oh my goodness, I love that. Okay, so let's push this to the side. And let me show you how I do the inside if I was going to design a page, okay? All right, this one, I love this. I think this is pretty, but I think for this photo, it's a little busy. I think it's too busy for this photo. So I'm going to flip this over. Remember, I'm not doing any particular order. Ooh, that looks really good. Oh, I like that. And I like that. We're going to go with this one. Okay, so I'm going to cut down this photo. Okay, so I know my real estate right here is 5.5 by 5.5. That's the real estate that I have here. Okay, so the photo is 4. I know it's 4. So let's just cut this thing down. I want to go 4 by 4. Perfect. All right. I map my photos. It's just, it's very rare you ever see me put a photo in an album that is not matted. So I'll just tell you right now. And I have my favorite cardstock here to map my photos. This is Basil. I get this at Joann's, and it is the color Walnut Cream. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, so I'm going to cut this 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. Okay. Four and a quarter by 4 1/4. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do this too because I have so much of this left. I am. And we're going to cut this at 4.5 by 4.5. When you mat your photos, guys, it just brings so much life to the photos. All right, so let's bring this over here, and I'm just going to tack these down. Now, I am messing with my photos, so I don't use liquid glue on my photos. Let's just put this to the side here. All right. We're going to glue that down. It's pretty good. And then I'm just going to use this. This is an ATG gun. I've had this particular one probably for 15 years plus. You can tell because it's so nasty looking. All right, so we're going to put that there. All right, now let's bring this back over. And this is the page I messed up on. This is the page I messed up on. If you look really closely, this side is the side that I messed up on. You can see right through there, but this album's for me, and I'm okay with it. See, there's punches there. I don't know what I did. All right, so we got this, and whenever you get into these papers, you have these little strips, and we're going to use this strip, okay? Let me get my scissors here, and I'm not going to trim it. I am just going to, let's see here, go across, and we're going to go about right there. Okay, I'm going to use that, and I'm just going to get my glue press here and glue this down. It just kind of breaks the paper up, right? Then we have this. Now, what I'm going to do, all my photos, I'm putting tags behind. All right, so I'm going to trim this down a little bit. I'm going to take let's see, this is 4. So I'm going to take this down to 3.5. And then I'm going to go to this side and take it down to 3. And I'm going to angle punch this. Guys, I'm big on this. I love tucks and pulls and flips and flaps in an album. Now, it took everything in me not to do a bunch of flips and flaps in this book. But I didn't do it because I wanted to make this one simple. I wanted to make this to where you felt like you could do it. All right. And then we're going to put this here like this. Yes. All right. So now I'm going to pull in my glue because it's a barrier. It's a barrier between the paper, right, and the picture. So I'm fine with using glue right there. Like I said, I just don't use glue on my photos. I can't emphasize that enough. It will show. It will show. It's just not good. It's not good. All right. Stick that there. And we're going to stick this here. And I did make it a little bit snug, but I did that on purpose. You could use different ribbons. Look how pretty that is. And by adding the tags, you have all the different ribbons coming out the front, out the sides. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, now let's use some stickers. All right, let's see here. I saw one in here. I give thanks every day for you. I love this sticker. I want to use this sticker. And all I'm going to do is put this little sticker right here. I give thanks every day for you. I'm going to take one of my pieces that I cut out. Or should I do a pumpkin? Let's see here. Let's just do a sticker. Okay, I'm going to put a little pop dot on it. Right? Guys, this is how I craft. Look at the mess. Look at the mess. And it's how I do it. And it brings me joy. I'm just not a neat crafter. I might drive some of y'all crazy. Think, how in the world do you craft like that? I don't know. I've always been like this. I can have my room spotless and boom, it's messed up. All right, look at that, how pretty. You could ink the edges on everything. Guys, the sky's a possibility. Look how pretty this is. I'm in love with this. So just imagine all the different photos, all the flips and the flaps and the tucks. And I tell you what I will do. I am going to finish this. I'm going to finish this. This is actually the first project that I'm going to work on for myself whenever I get done with this video. For the past 30 days, I've done projects, and they've been kind of for myself, but I've done a lot of giveaways for them, and I have a lot of projects to the side that I want to start, and I want to start Christmas. I mean, oh, guys, I can't even. All right, so I'm going to tie this up, show you the presentation of this. I will do a quick video on how I finished this album up so you can see it. But look what a gorgeous album. I love it. I love it. And you know, when I messed it up yesterday, I was working on it. And I'll be honest, I kept working and I was tired. And I should have stopped. I should have stopped because I was tired and I wasn't thinking. And I was frustrated because I messed it up. But you know what, guys? That's okay. I just went through. I pulled everything up. I have one little area in the back. And if anybody's looking at this, I guarantee nobody will see this. Guarantee it. All right. Are you ready for the giveaway? The giveaway for the finale of my Falloween is going to be a kit. And in that kit, it will consist of this full paper collection, Welcome Fall. It will consist of tags, handmade tags that I'll make, cut out for you. It'll have the paper bags, it'll have the rings, and it will have an array of ribbon. You will have at your fingertips everything you need to complete an album like this. I hope that excites you. It excites me that I'm able to do that, and I will make sure that it is packaged perfection. I will make sure everything is in baggies so you know. The ribbon will be in a bag, the tags will be in a bag, and then you have the paper collection. The only thing you'll have to add is if you want to add mats. So if you want to do the mats like I do, you will have to add that cardstock. But other than that, you will have everything at your fingertips to complete this album. I want to thank each of you that has come in and watched my videos this month, who has welcomed me in your little crafting room or wherever that might be. I truly am appreciative, and it means the world to me. All the comments, the feedback, the new subscribers, and the accomplishment of being able to do this. I was surprised at myself, and there were a few days I'm like, I'm tired. I don't know if I can do this, but Craig and he's like, Melanie, let's do this. Let's do this. Just do this. Kick it off in a way that people are going to know you're going to show up. And because I did this channel a couple of years ago, and I did a few videos, and I stopped, and I just kept getting in my head, I had to prove to myself that I could do this, and I'm there. So where are we going from here? Well, it's not every day. I can tell you that. I'm committing to 3 days each week of an upload. Now, on those 3 days, it will be Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday at 3 p.m. You can expect a video every Wednesday, every Friday, every Sunday at 3 p.m. Those videos will be tutorials. They'll be shares. There'll be project shares. There'll be scrapbooking. There'll be cards. And because of the season, we're entering into all the holidays. It will be very holiday driven, and it will be something for everybody. I have a beautiful Hanukkah collection coming in this week. I can't wait to work with. I have Christmas. I have Thanksgiving. I still have a few more Thanksgiving projects that I want to do. And I want to focus on gift giving. I want you to be able to go in your craft room and be able to sit down and do gifts for people that mean something. And I think with me personally, there is nothing more rewarding than making a book like this, or a frame, or a scrapbook, and giving it to somebody very special in your life and seeing the joy on their face, and then going back to their homes years later and they still have that out, and they talk about it, and they look, and they tell me how people come in and ask questions, and how did she do that, or just sharing the moments. And know that you can do that. You can take a picture and you can create so much, and it's important to do that. So we are going to be doing a lot of projects that's designed for gift giving, and that excites me. All right. I think that's all today. I apologize. I think this video got a little bit lengthy. I'm trying to hone in on how long these videos should be, and I'm getting there. I have to learn how to do voiceovers, and that's coming. Now that I have time to work on it, doing 30 days of Falloween really didn't give me a lot of time to zero in on certain things. I will be back on here next week. The first tutorial type video will be Sunday. It will be the first Sunday of October. Forgive me, I don't have the date. I have some haul videos that I've already filmed that will go up this week. I'll just randomly put them up. And then another video that you will see coming this week will be the walkthrough of this mini album. I am going to get this done, and I want you to see what I have done. That way, whoever wins this can get some ideas, okay? So on October 2nd, I will be back on, which is on Monday. I will take all the comments from the 21st through the 30th, and I will draw a name. And I will have this packaged up and ready to go. I will work on that this weekend, and I will make sure everything is ready to go to where all I have to do is put a name on the package and get it out the door to that lucky winner. All right, guys, I think that's all today. If you don't mind, give me a like and don't forget to comment. And if you've got any crafty buddies, I am trying to grow the channel, and I would appreciate it. Share, put this out there. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. And below, I will put the whole playlist of the 30 days of Falloween if you want to go back and look at all the other videos. And the first video, part 1 to this, I will have linked above. All right, guys, I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I will talk to y'all on Monday. Bye.